Harrison Barnes is out there with Green, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Now here's Crawford. Paul with the 3. No luck.
Well, Chris Paul breaking Magic Johnson's record last season with 13 double-doubles to start the season. That's points and assists we're talking about. You know, anytime you're mentioned in the same breath as a Hall of Famer, that's a pretty good thing.
Now here's Crawford. It's Crawford on the wing. Shoots from 12. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Curry attacking. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Curry wide open, sinks the triple. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Crawford against Curry. Crawford outside. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference.
Although they didn't end with the best record in the West, the Clippers were one of the top teams against the West. They had a terrific in-conference record.
Curry attacking. And here's Iguodala outside. Offensive rebound.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Crawford with the ball. Now Green defending. Unloads from 9. Jump shot is good that time. As you guys said, the Clippers did very well in the conference. 36 wins for them, which tied them with the Thunder, Steve, for the second best mark.
Well, you have to be able to dominate like that if you're going to win your division, and that's what the Clippers were able to do last season for the second straight year.
Here's Jordan. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
It's stolen by Green. Knocked away. And stolen by Barnes. And here's Jordan outside. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
Well, there's a reason he's open out there. The defense not really respecting his ability to make that shot. The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high percentage shot.
Andre Iguodala spent 8 seasons of his career in Philadelphia. Steve, a tough sports town. He said he felt wrongly criticized.
Well, at times people called him overpaid. They wanted more out of him in terms of being a star and a scorer. That's not really who he is. I mean, it's his all-around game that makes him special. His great defense, his ball handling, but not necessarily his scoring.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And that one's good.
Hasn't been able to get it going offensively. It's been a slow start for him.
Warriors leading by 3.
And Iguodala now in his 30s, sporting a few gray hairs. I haven't seen any of them yet, but maybe they are there. He's still a great athlete and a fantastic ball handler for a swingman. So his drive and kick game, really a terrific fit for the Warriors.
And here's Crawford after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Griffin against Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Crawford outside. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And Iguodala, a decent shooter from long range, but that's never been his calling card offensively. Instead, he's a quality playmaker and a player who moves well without the ball.
Now here's Barnes. Curry attacking. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Barnes passes to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Griffin. Launches it. And that one's good. Griffin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Griffin with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Right side, Griffin. Crawford outside. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And it's 7 points for Jamal Crawford.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Now, here's Thompson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
I like that. Trying to respond to that last three-pointer, but he couldn't get it to go.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And Griffin, here we go.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk.
I can feel that.
Send a message.
Yes, sir.
A message and put it on the highlight reel for later.
And that one's good, Barnes.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there. Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
They get a hand on it. Griffin with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Barnes against Thompson. Barnes dishes to Griffin. From past the arc. Again, Griffin missing.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Deep 2 from Crawford. Paul for 3, and they'll keep possession. Back to Crawford. It could go, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers. Blake Griffin, arguably the top posterizer in the game. Opponents don't like being embarrassed, and they'll take a hard foul on him if need be. Some have said that Griffin needs to retaliate for his own well-being. He's got to go back at some of those guys.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. Crawford out there with Paul, and it's Barnes in at the 3. And Griffin has said he thought about retaliating for the hard fouls, but he said, Steve, you know, it might be best for me, but getting suspended would be very bad for my team. He had his head on straight, obviously.
Well, yeah, credit him for, trying to keep his cool and not get caught up in the moment. But understand that, there's always a two-way street. He oftentimes initiates the contact, and he's such a physical player that he's always going to get caught up and tangled up with other players.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter. The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Warriors trail by 5. It's Curry outside, and he gets it to go. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Fader on the way. Kicks it out to Crawford. Paul outside. Barnes against Griffin. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Iguodala. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The Warriors packing Oracle Arena with plans for a new arena on the San Francisco waterfront by 2018. I've seen pictures. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, I can only imagine one of the great fan bases in all of basketball. Change of location from their original intended spot on the piers, the spot known as Mission Bay, about a mile south.
And a new coach.
Yeah, that's right.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Klay Thompson is already an elite shooter, but he isn't done yet. He wants to be a complete off-guard. He said, I'm trying to attack more. Everyone knows my jumper is the base of my game, but to be an all-star caliber player one day, I have to finish at the rim. I have to dunk more, show people I can jump. Guys?
He keeps adding layers to his game. Thank you, Doris. And he gets it to go. That's 12 points for Steph Curry.
Well, and you look at the hurdles the Warriors had faced with their planned arena site on the piers. Political, bureaucrats, financial issues, and the cost of renovating the piers. But with their new site, those issues pretty much gone. Easy to see why they went in another direction.
And so here is Golden State. Thompson in the corner. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
I mean, what are you going to do defensively? He could just rise up and bang down a 3-ball like that and get such separation with the height advantage.
And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And for the Warriors, a new line called the Central Subway, under construction, is expected to have a stop a block away from the new arena. So
Watch out! Wow, that was unbelievable.
how about that?
Look at that.
You know, it's interesting to look at the relationship between Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Blake, the unquestioned top dog until CP3 arrived 3 seasons ago, and Paul, of course, such a vocal leader. I think it's taken them some time to find the balance in that dynamic.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter. You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough. And Griffin, not quite as outspoken, doesn't get into teammates like Chris Paul does, but he is becoming more of a vocal leader, and that's a process, guys. It doesn't happen right away. He may focus more on encouragement rather than giving marching orders like CP3, but he is embracing that leadership role, which is a good sign.
Thompson for 3, and that one's good. Thompson's got 11.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the 3-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Paul kicks to Barnes. He's looking for Griffin and finds him.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
And stolen by Barnes. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green with the ball. Outside Griffin. The feed to Jordan. Back to Griffin. Ball against Thompson. Griffin. Oh! It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark. The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
There's the dish to Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 14 points for Barnes. And Griffin, here we go. We got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Clippers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Now, the numbers last year for them at the line, not great. Just 73% free throw shooting as a team.
And, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
Curry with a wide open look. Kicks it to Thompson. Fires the 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson.